Oh, I'm muted. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Thursday Night Live. I'm just another brown girl in America. And of course, you know my panel. Everybody say hey and introduce yourselves.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
All right. And before we get started, I want to introduce the panel and let them get a self-introduction. So we can start with Spaces and go from there clockwise.
What's up, everybody? Greetings from the first person that was here, waiting for everybody.
Sorry, we late.
No, everybody, I'm Spaces. I'm just a guy that likes having conversations with people. My podcast is No Key Podcast, KNOWKI. Chop that up and hit that in the search button on YouTube and come check out the conversation.
Not I was the first one heard. So what, you get a cookie? Hi, I'm Amberlyn. Nothing special about me. I just got a band that play every once in a while, you know.
All right. Mr. Tim.
So yeah, well, I'm gonna say Amber's a little wrong about that. She's a wonderful musician and got a beautiful voice. So if you can see her, do. I'm just a guy who enjoys conversation. I don't have a podcast. Know Nikki from just being around and love being on the podcast. That's all there is to it.
Mr. Lee.
Hey, I'm Jamel Lee, comedian, child of God, and lover everybody. So that's why I'm here.
And my newest permanent, Mr. Sconey.
Man, that's my name, Mr. Sconey, and I'm just another brown guy in America.
All right, y'all, that's what's up. And thank everybody for being here. Those who clicking in, watching, tuning in. Don't forget, share this with your friends. If you want to join the panel, reach out to me. We always looking for different voices, and we a hoot too. So, and apparently we a bunch of nimwits except for Tim, but that's all right. But tonight, we are going to be looking at the state of the modern family, the modern man, the patriarchy, and all sorts of nice things. So I don't want to hold you too long. I want to go ahead and get into this with this first video, which is the cover video. And here we go.
Today's the day. My firstborn done turned 18. We finna go find you your little place. You grown now. It's time for you to start handling stuff on your own. There go your down payment for your place. You done. You done here, baby.
Wait, so what am I supposed to do about food and all that?
What you mean? We're gonna go ahead down to the little public aid office. And you gonna go fill out some applications to get you some link cards, go get you a job.
It's too soon for this. I don't know what to do. It's too soon for this. Like,
you've been graduated since May.
I can't stay here for long. Give me
You've been graduated since May 1st. It's June. It's almost the end of June. July 1st coming up.
I don't know how
you
to
know
live
what I
on
told
my
you.
own. What is I supposed to do without you? I don't know. Mom, you know I can't go.
You don't have to, boy. I'm gonna be there with you every step of the way. I'm not trying to kick you out. I'm trying to get you ready for the real world. I ain't trying to kick you out.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm
not ready yet.
You're not ready because you keep saying you're not ready. That's why you're not ready.
How's I supposed to get food, clothes, provide for myself?
You have clothes.
I don't gotta do none of this shit.
I'm gonna make sure you got some food in that refrigerator for a few months.
Mom, you can't do this to me.
I can't do what?
You can't. You cannot do this.
But you would take that money and go buy some clothes.
You cannot do this to me.
You would take that money and go buy some clothes.
You cannot put me out, Mom. I'm not gonna know what to do, bro.
Boy, you making this harder than it gotta be.
I ain't even grown all the way yet. 21
is grown.
Age. Why you trying to put me out for? What did I do to you? I graduated high school, like you said.
Okay.
That's it, bro.
It's time
and
for
you
you
telling me I gotta go?
You said you're not going to college, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
going to
then.
college.
So then, this is what it's come to.
A couple months, a year, or something
no,
to figure something
this is what it's come to. You don't want to go to college. You ain't fill out no application. You played in your ass the whole school year.
All right, you seen that? So my question is, and especially we're gonna deal with two parts of this, but I do want to start off with the whole culture of pushing our kids out at 18. First, I want to know, is that a Black culture thing, or is that an American thing? That ideology that just pushing our kids out at 18 as soon as they move out. I would say normally that it's in the Black culture. That's a whole thing. You got to get out. I don't see it in other cultures, but I do notice it also in white cultures. So I'm leaning more towards it's an American thing. So what do y'all think?
It's tough to say because
I don't really think it's a Black thing because I didn't experience that. Nobody in my family experienced that. Like, it's not a you got to get out when you're 18. It's more of a you got to do something. You got to transition from a student to something. You graduate high school, you don't have to go to college, but you're going to have to get in trade school. You're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to be a contributor to what's going on one way or another. So, and then most people in my family, majority, like they abided by that or we just got on. Like, didn't get put out, you just leave because you had something, that you wanted to pursue. A girlfriend, you moved out, you got a job, it's just you had to do something. And you're welcome to come back if you need to get on your feet. But again, moving in anybody's parents' house in my family, moving back in your parents' house, I almost did it in my 20s. And my dad was like, yeah, of course you can come back, but man, your mama gonna treat you like a kid. She gonna tell you, give you a curfew. She gonna lock the door, the lock you don't have if you. And it was like, yeah, she is gonna do that. And it was like, so I mean, at your own risk. And I just didn't go back. So I mean, I don't even know anybody that went through that. So
now
like
I know
friends.
I will say that the reason I thought about this is because I do hear it a lot in the Black community. I'm not as adjacent, to white families like that, as many of them to do that anecdotal analogy, but I have heard, and that's why I got the question, because I hear people, I can't wait till they get 18 or when they get 18. And if we want to talk about the other culture, we talking about white culture, they kind of still getting pushed out at 18 because they force them and push them out to college. So that's why I'm saying, is this an American thing to where, because to me, the families, those other cultures, Indian, Chinese, all these other cultures that practice group economics, that let their kids stay there until they ready to get out, save money or whatever, they're usually more wealthier than our families. We're not gonna act like it ain't no poor white folk. I know some Black folks like to think that, but that's just not true. It's a lot of poor white folk. So yeah, I would think.
I'll speak to it. Spaces was going to say something earlier. You want to go, Spaces? No,
You muted.
Get your mute.
My fault. Appreciate it. I don't want to say that it is only the Black community that does that because nothing is absolute, but I do know that it is definitely prevalent in the Black community. I do know that I've seen it a lot. I know somebody specifically that I can call right. Well, I wouldn't call them, but I have their number. I could call them right now. And as soon as certain people become a certain age, they're looking to kick those people out.
Somebody replaying this back. Okay.
Is there echo?
Yeah, I was just hearing your echo. You can go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I definitely see it. I know somebody that was like, as soon as this person turns 21, they're getting out. As soon as this person, well, I mean, partially, college takes the place of that, takes the place of kicking out or getting them out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But if when I was watching the video, at first I was like, oh my goodness, this boy is 18. He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. I can tell by the fact that he doesn't have his hair pulled back, and I guess he was home, but the condition of his hair was bad. He don't know how to take care of himself.
Well, he said that he said what I'm supposed to do.
As it, and granted, this is a skit, bad acting, but a lot of people deal with this in real life. But when she said, oh, you're going to get in a public aid office, you're going to get on this governmental assistance, you clearly failed as a mother. You failed as a mother. And that's what happens with a lot of these situations in general, where kids get kicked out. They don't know what's going on. You haven't prepared them. They might have seen you moving around as a parent and you spending money on the mortgage and all that stuff, but you didn't teach them. They saw you, but you didn't teach them. And unfortunately, a lot of kids get put out into the world before they're financially and mentally ready to handle with the financial burden of what it looks like to live on your own.
Well, I'll tell you my story, and it's like 51 years old. So when I was a kid, I was kind of a trouble kid. I crashed a car and I worked on the barges to make money to pay for the car because it was somebody else's car. Didn't have insurance, have a driver's license. Anyway, so I bought them a new car after doing that. I've always been a hard worker, but I didn't follow the rules at home. Too much drinking, too much drugs. Dad said, I was working, but he's like, if you don't follow my rules, you got to get out. And I didn't follow the rules. So I was 19, but my mom ended up driving me to the highway, let me off the highway, no money, a bag of clothes. And I hitchhiked up to Chicago and lived with some friends. And it was tough, but looking back at it, it was my mom and dad's house. I wasn't doing what he expected of me. I was a grown man, sort of ish. I'll tell you one thing though, that kid in that video, I think Spaces is right. It was acting, but she should have at least prepared him for this conversation. I mean, at least my dad gave me some warnings along the way. And when it happened, it's like, it was on me. I knew if I messed up, I was gone and I messed up, so, but she just kind of dropping that on him. I mean, to give him some money and to give him all that stuff is great, but the conversation should have been had. So it's like, all right, we talked about it enough. Time's come. You're not listening. Time to go.
Well, I could see that if you were rebellious or you were not doing, what you were supposed to be doing. I could definitely see that. Is she on there?
Yeah, I guess I don't know about that.
I could see a parent like if
me
bringing a lot of trouble to the home, where they would.
I wasn't bringing any trouble to the home. I mean, the police brought me home a couple times, but it was like drugs, out all night. You can't be out all night and let your mom know. She worries sick about you, stuff like that.
I'd kick you out too, Tim.
Yeah, you probably would have got kicked out.
you and my dad got a lot in common.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I never held it against him. And as I started to grow up, we were close my whole life. I put it on myself, and they were right. Never held it against them.
I don't think I do hear it a lot, and I don't think that's most of the situations.
So you're saying though, Nikki,
from what I'm hearing, and just growing up, society, watching, even just researching for this show tonight and seeing these clips, there's so many of them. And one thing I realized is that Black people think it's just them. And I'm like, I don't really think this is a Black thing, because they kept saying a Black tradition. That's how they kept labeling it a Black tradition. And I wasn't too sure about that being a Black tradition. So
well, I think it's Scooney that said it, Nikki. Sorry, but in the white culture, at least the folks that I know, and again, way back in my day, I was the only one out of 8 siblings that didn't go to college. So there was a little difference there. But the folks that I know in my Lily White Webster Groves community, not that all Webster's Lily White, but my friends tend to be, college is the way to kick them out. And some of them come back after college, but you're right. They're expected to leave the house. And if they're not going to college, I think that conversation's pretty prevalent. You can't just stay here. If you're not going to go to college, get a job and move on.
But is that healthy? I don't know if that's the best route that we've been taking.
I'm not sure if it's healthy or not, Nikki. You mentioned other cultures, and I know a lot about the Mexican culture just because I do. But they live as families all the way through, and the grandparents, they're not. Yeah, I mean, they all contribute though to the welfare of the house.
Right.
Yeah, I was waiting for everybody to get their points off, but I was going to say, like, I used to live next to a Mexican family. I'm not joking. There was 3 generations of family in this 4-bedroom flat house.
But I
Not
think
the stories, no basement. This is a 4-bedroom flat house, probably 1 or 2 bathrooms.
But I hope you would say Spaces, and like you said earlier, nothing's a monolith. You can't,
Right,
paint
yeah.
everybody with a brush. But my experience is they all support the family. It's a community effort.
But they're usually building something and working towards something. And so that's my whole point about the generational wealth and just building wealth for our kids, or letting them at least get a footing, along with us having to do our part while they're growing up, teaching them these things, preparing them for the world. What about you, Jamel? I ain't heard from you.
Me personally, I feel like the majority of my kids, I had them, I try to have them ready to be independent first. And this starts around 13, 14. But as I've gotten older, my younger kids, they definitely way more spoiled. And I don't believe 18 is I think it's a time. Like, if your children still bringing peace to the house, I'm cool. But if I can't have peace while you there and you 18, I ain't gonna deal with it.
But so Jamal is part of that piece working and helping to contribute, not just sitting on the couch all day.
Correct, because that's not peaceful for me. If I wake up and I'm going to work and you ain't going to work, that's interrupting my peace. It's and I'm not talking about if a son or a daughter. No, we have to contribute. We got to contribute to society. We have to contribute to the family we're going to have. Like, this is a Uber world now, but I'm still like, hey, get on the bus. Get to where you got to get to. We don't have no excuses. And I was raised like that though. I moved out at 19. I wasn't 18, but I was 19, and I lived on my own ever since then. So, and I don't feel like I wanted to live on my own. I couldn't get none over my mama house. Like, I don't even like. I'm gonna be honest. I know some kids feel like, look, I wanted my own place. I ain't want nobody telling me what to do. I didn't want no curfew. I wanted mine. So when I speak to my kids, hopefully they want that for themselves when they ready though. Cause I grew up a little faster because I had kids earlier. My kids, like my oldest son, he having a child in February, and he 25. So the cycle been broken, but no, they a little different. This particular age of children, way more spoiled, and I'm a culprit too, because I'm old. Like older people with kids, we suckers. So it's a little different. But to put them out on their own, you do have to help them. And one thing she said, I was upset with, like Spaces was, but
I'm gonna take you down there to the aid office.
Yeah, but what happened is I had to think about it. He was still student aged, and students are eligible for not only the aid office, but they also eligible for discounts in Missouri, for discounts on apartments, discounts on rent, and I don't see a problem as long as you walk with him step by step. That whole waking up, you finna move out, I don't know about that one. But this is something you have to move to, and you got to take your time and move with this because it's delicate. Putting your child out and they're not mentally ready, that's not that helpful.
Are you saying that you agree with her saying to go to the aid? Or you said you agree with it?
What I'm saying is when I moved out and I had my first apartment at 19, because even though I was working and I was in college, because I was in college, I was eligible for low-income apartments. So my first place that I had rented, I didn't have to pay as much because I was still a student and I got a discount.
How long ago was that, sweetheart?
That was 2000. That was 1999.
Yeah, that's not happening no more. I'm sorry.
Well, they
They still
probably
have
get
low
more.
income apartments though.
I'm gonna say they probably get more
Yeah, they
benefits
do.
now.
They have low income apartments, yes, but it is what it is. See, I call it on the job training, right? You ain't gonna get prepared. You ain't gonna get prepared at my house. Okay? It's too easy at my house. You're not gonna fall at my house, right?
What do that
And
mean? What do that
so
mean?
so on the job training is get out, figure out, because you ain't gonna learn how to pay no bills at my house. You because you know that mama's gonna have it. I'm not gonna let my stuff get cut off because you wasn't responsible for the gas bill and now you ain't got the money. So I'm not gonna let my gas bill get cut off. So regardless to the fact, you're not gonna get prepared and ready at my house.
Well,
So
I
how
would
about I
argue
help
that,
you? How about I help you get yours?
but you supposed to do that while they there. All while they growing up, they supposed to be getting prepared. It ain't supposed to be so much as on the job.
They're not gonna
I
all
just
the
don't think.
way be prepared. Let me tell you
Well,
something. When
so
I
you
left
think?
at 18,
Hold
I was
on,
not all the way prepared. I learned while I
but
was
you
in
left
the
on your
field.
own though,
I went to college.
right? But I'm saying is because you wake up the next day, that don't change nothing about your brain. Like
Look,
it's literally 24
these
hours
these
later.
kids, these kids now, they rather not go to college and party, right? I ain't having it. I don't want to do that. I don't. That makes you disrespectful and all kind of stuff that I don't want to
Well,
deal
that's
with.
different. We've
Yeah,
already separated, like if they not bringing peace or doing whatever. But like I said,
got to go.
a lot of it was the on the job training was diabolical to me. It's like you
Oh, it's
wake
on the
up.
job training.
No, you can't like wake up one day and then expect your child brain to automatically be
I
adult and they be
I
ready.
don't think that it's a wake up one day. Now maybe she did that wrong, but I prepared you for, hey, you got such amount of time to whoop the woo. And you ain't, I mean, it's diabolical not to have a job at 18 though.
Well, Amber, thank you for that, because I would have been much more impressed with her if she said, "I'll take you around and you can apply for jobs," as opposed to, "I'll take you to the office where you can get free money."
And I was waiting to jump in on
Yeah, I
that
mean to
particular
put
point.
to
Yeah,
put him out literally, because that's what that is, to put him out knowing that he don't have a job and he's sitting there telling you, well, hey, can we wait a couple of more months? You could have set forth a plan right then and there, like, okay, let me have this conversation right now. Maybe it, well, you could tell it caught him off guard anyway. So, hey, you know what? And maybe he's saying he ain't ready. Maybe he said give us a couple more months. Okay, cool. At least let the man have a job. He say he can't even buy no food.
So can
didn't
we
she?
address
Maybe
the
I missed
elephant in
that
the room?
part.
Yes,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead, Stoney.
Where's daddy at? Why is his mother putting him out solo? Sound like a
Because
single
she
parent
left the daddy a
household,
long time ago, probably.
right? And she getting
Hey,
rid of that.
they
She
been put
getting
the
rid of
daddy
the
out.
extra. Is she pushing him out, or is she putting him out on his own, or is she pushing him out of her way? Because
Child support over, bro.
18 means
You useless.
Oh
right,
Child
because
God.
support
I
over.
can't even carry you on my taxes. I can
Okay,
no
this is
longer get a tax
right.
return from you.
At 18 in Illinois, um, I believe when you graduate high school, child support over. In
Yes,
Missouri, it's if you go to college.
Yep.
yeah.
And if you go to the army, it's
What?
over.
Wait. Question.
So again, you useless to me. So it's like find your way so I can. Because if you gone, at least I can get a man to come in here, and,
My God.
So
throw some
speaking
dollars
to that,
around, and he ain't got
Stoney.
to worry about you being baby boy.
Uh-oh.
But
Speaking
she
of
did
to
say
that,
she.
Stoney, I was gonna actually say, I believe a majority, not all, but some of these people are so quick and counting the days down to put them kids out It's because they didn't want them in the first place.
That's possible too, but it's
Mm.
always it's more or less the
Woo.
mothers doing it. I do know a father that did it, but again, he was fed up. You sitting around, you ain't doing nothing. He packed his bags and took him to live with his sister. Out of town, more or less like, let's see how long you just gonna keep laying on people. And he got his stuff together for the most part. But again, like Tim said, most fathers gonna give you a plan more than just like, hey, just throwing you out the nest. Fly out, fly or die.
But you like Scony, I'm 100% in agreement with you. But you know what I have been realizing? A lot of times what be happening with the black mothers? The black mothers, and they do a real good job of this. Sometimes it's good, but they got to even it out. You overprotect them sons, and you forget he gonna be a man. So sometimes when that man trying to get him, and you like, no, that's my baby. No, he gonna be a man one day.
Yeah, they
Training start
overcompensate.
now.
Yeah, they
Don't wait.
overcompensate
You
for it.
can't train a man when he becomes a man because it's harder. Have to
No, absolutely.
you
Yeah,
have to train him now. So he's 17. You know what I'm saying? He clowning, and you know how women are.
you
When they
can't
get fed
cram.
up
You
with
can't
us,
cram for. You can't cram for a final exam. You need to study the whole year for your
yeah.
final exam. Not. Oh shit, my test tomorrow. Let me get my books out. It's not. You're gonna fail. You're gonna
But
have to
so I'm
redo.
going to back up
What
to
R.
something
Kelly
Spaces
say,
said because
and this ain't never changed. What
sorry,
R.
Jamal.
Kelly said, when a woman's fed up, this don't matter if it's your woman, your mama, your cook. Ain't nothing you can. He got to go. And here's the thing: women don't hold that in like forever and then wake up at 18. No, she been telling you that as you've been messing up. You know you leaving at 18, right?
In real life,
What
Jamel, in real
Yeah,
life.
thank you,
and
Amber.
what he
In real
saying?
life, because I
I
think
ain't going
Spaces was
nowhere.
saying it earlier. That wasn't a real
Yeah,
video. That
she
was a
telling
setup.
them.
It's a basket.
There was a skit, and
But
that's
it
right.
does. It does.
It was showing a point,
It
but it
does
was like
I agree with
resemble,
that.
spoiled
yeah,
him. She
reality.
spoiled him. Sorry, she spoiled him his whole life, and then turned around and said, "Get out." I mean, he looked like a
Yeah,
scared kid. Had been
he said
spoiled.
he
did.
wasn't
Now
ready.
she's
I
He
shaking him
don't
said,
off.
know
"Who
if he
gonna
was
buy
18.
my clothes?" She
I
said,
don't
"Who's
know if
my
he was. I
Yeah,
clothes?"
don't know if he was 18. He didn't
he
look
dropped
18
down
to
on
me.
his knees and started crying.
He didn't look
He said,
18 to
"Oh
me.
no, no, no."
What us gonna do? What us gonna do?
I mean, I literally, it like I say, it's a skit or whatever, but that could be real. I could literally see myself going and telling my son, "All right, your B-day coming up. You need to figure your life out because you won't be living here."
My God.
And so, knowing my baby, that would literally probably be the same reaction.
No,
Besides, it'll be actual tears, probably.
I don't think it would.
He gonna go
See
to this
that I
big
think
one.
that's now what I
He
can
gonna
say
call the
is
Navy.
See,
is
the thing is, he should
hey,
already be
listen.
living in his daddy house. Cause I mean, I'm married. I ain't gonna get divorced. But
Praise the Lord.
if when my son turned 6, me and him had a conversation. Basically,
You got to
you
get out.
mine now. You under my tutelage. You don't even need to ask your mother for nothing unless I'm not around. If I'm around and you ask your mama for something, we gonna have a problem. Because and does he ask his mama? Of course, but like Lee said, it's about starting the training early. Because by the time you 16, 17, 18, you gonna know. You don't talk to her for nothing. Outside of just conversation, motherly conversation, some mother son conversation, yeah, but you trying to become a man. You going from young man, young adult to adult male. And that's what we studying that from 6 up. I got a 4-year-old. He's still mama baby. So, but when he turns 6, he gonna join me and his brother on his way to manhood. Mama can't teach that. Mama can nurture, but she can't teach that. And that's the balance in motherhood and fatherhood. Just like I got a daughter, my daughter's gonna learn how to be a woman from her mother, not me. But I'm gonna be a nurturing father to give the balance. But like I ain't gonna like when they get into it or whatever, I don't get in it to just, you're not gonna get out of nothing just because you got two parents. That's not how it works. I'm on mom's side now. Mom going a little too far. I can bag it up, but not to make it look like you can come to me to go against her, or vice versa. But I mean, like I said, parenthood is not perfect. It's not a exact science, but this is what's worked in my family. So that's how we gonna
Learn
rock it.
after a few of them
I
suckers.
think one of the I
Yeah,
think one of the
I got
reasons
a dope.
why
I got an adult child too. So
I think one of the
I'm
reasons
like Mr.
why
Lee. I got little ones and big ones and grandkids.
My sons live with their father,
Now they just can't just live with daddy. Now they gotta get some mama too.
but they live with their dad.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Well,
cool,
my
especially if
my
y'all not together.
I I
No, we
I,
are
I
not.
go
Right. So
ahead,
they
think
better
Spaces, and then I
they're
want to.
better they're primary.
one of the things that I think is a major contributing factor to why children are failing more now in life than ever is in the fact that they aren't prepared before they leave out of the house. It's like we are humans. We're not birds. Birds kick their kids out of the nest and say, like, if you fly, you fly. If you
That's true.
don't, you don't.
Cat gonna eat you.
But they do go and get them when they finna hit the ground a couple of times.
A couple birds do.
A few of them, because I didn't. We
It's
admit
up.
I got a nest. They them birds be on the ground dead.
That's
I'm
true.
saying, like,
They
Spaces.
never wanted them.
Sorry, at Spaces. I think you're 100% right, but that's on the parents, right? That's not the kids.
and
Parents
that
need to get them
I was gonna
prepared.
get there. Yeah, it's 100% on the parents, and I think one of the reasons why kids these days are so ill prepared for the realities of life is because of their parents, right? It's because the kids are coddling the parents are coddling their feelings. They're not they're supplementing their emotions with iPads and phones. They're not preparing them for what it is that comes with being an adult. And me personally, what I plan on practicing when I do have kids is, as long as you are practicing on bettering yourself, then you can stay here. As long as you are working a job, or as long as you're not, don't try to tell me that you're trying to better yourself and you're 28 and working at McDonald's. As long as you're making like full on conscientious effort to better yourself and get yourself to the position to where when you move out of here, you're in a great position to where you don't have to depend on the government like the lady was trying to do with her son. The first thing she tried to do, we're gonna get you out here, we're gonna get you dependent on it, we're gonna get you umbilical corded to the government. We already have enough of that. I'm tired of my tax dollars going to that.
Right. Give it to the people that need it. She's starting them off wrong.
We're gonna get you in a point where you can make sure that you can provide for yourself and that you don't have to depend on the government. And if it just so happens that you fall on some real hard times, then you can come back here if necessary. But no, my children, what I'm going to practice is they can stay as long as they are being productive people for themselves.
My daughters can stay as long as they, like I say, not being disrespectful. They contribute. My daughters, they can stay till they get married. If they choose to leave, they can. Like, I mean, my kids can stay regardless. I don't really care, but my kids not really like that. You know, my grown kids, but like my daughters, yeah, I think that's a good thing. Now, to conclude this, what I will add, and I pretty much think that it's just Americans' obsession with individualism. So I think everybody want to be individualism, and that is what's messing up our ability to create wealth. But since I did have the question of whether this was a Black culture thing, because this is what I hear, or is it an American thing, I looked up a little data on it. And so basically 90% of homeless or runaway youth come from fatherless homes, so single parent homes. They got youth in two-parent biological homes are most likely to have a safety net to return to. So not saying they don't leave, but that's usually the college kids, the ones that just push them out to college. The data shows fatherless homes produce more evicted youth. is the tough love move or just a survival tactic for single mothers who can't carry the load alone? So what do y'all think about that? So y'all think it is a single mother's tactic?
I don't know about tactic. I think it's a I think it does happen, but as a father, I'm gonna have to blame the fathers on this one, because I know we go through a lot with the mothers sometimes, but it should never be a position. It should never be a time when your child feels alone. And I get certain things, but while a child is a child, shouldn't feel alone. I preach fathers need to always step up. Sometimes I ain't with the arguing with the baby mamas or dogging them. I don't even cuss at mine or yell. They won't even get that. I don't care what they do. They're gonna get okay, no problem. But we have to be there, because men, we really control a lot. And I'm talking about all men. We help make more men. Like, men help make men. Women give great boundaries. Women can make that a capital A, but when that man around a man with the guidance of a true woman, man, it don't matter if it's a single home or a single parent that's just single. Men just have to step up. Like, I'm glad to be in a position to have 50-50 with my kids. Why? I don't want my kids' mother feeling like when you have them only every other weekend, that's only 4 days a month. That ain't enough. You can't instill nothing but some food in them, some McDonald's. You have to really be there. You have to really bond, and you have to help them grow. So I do blame men, because a lot of times we feel like, why do I have to do so much? You know what I'm saying? To see my kids. They changed a lot of these laws that makes it easier for us to have more control, more say so, more, you know what I'm saying? So we got to go with those laws.
So Nikki, as a very old man trying to put myself in the place of a young woman, single mom with a kid, it's really hard for me to picture her saying, you got to get out. And somebody made the comment earlier, because I can't get no when you're in the house. I don't know about that, but it feels like, unless that kid is a deadbeat and she's tried to get him to contribute, like, why? I just don't get that. And again, it's a long stretch for me to get my head around, because I'm a whole universe different than that. But
Well,
I told you, mother taking a kid out.
I told you a majority of it, I think, is that they just ain't really want them. They love them, but they didn't really plan them or want them in the first place. You got a lot of these women that's still outside trying to get a man, feeling like they could get a man, a kid in the house, a grown kid in the house. They ain't got to beat the wall up against this big kid that ain't theirs. Like, women, I mean, I see it all the time, and I'm just guessing, because I'm sure it all different reasons, but I just know that growing up, I've heard it. I've been told that I would have to, but I was something else too. So I get what you're saying, but they never actually put me out. They just threatened me a lot.
So a woman, though, who didn't want the kid originally, but's had that child for 18 years, again, it's I can't put myself in that mindset.
Well, I'm gonna say not like flat out not wanting, like maybe like a underlying subconscious thing.
No, look, Tim.
Unplanned.
Tim.
Unplanned. Yeah.
This is the fuck your kid generation.
Most of them kids was unplanned. Who the hell just come on with it?
This
listen, in real life.
Kids do be tripping, but I'm telling you, this particular generation is the fuck your kid generation.
Well, I gotta tell you, Jamal, that might be true, but it's not my experience. But my experience is very different, you know.
No, Tim.
Well,
I'm not arguing with you.
No,
I'm learning.
Everybody parents a little different, but this is what I'm saying.
I hear you.
That's I think the focus on getting some is a contribution to another contribution to why this thing that like so many people are
Jamal, spaces.
listen. It's there's countless stories about men focusing on women. And y'all ever watch Game of Thrones?
It's too
I
nasty.
think you asked us that before.
Okay, I'm sorry. So Tim watched it. Tim knows what happened at the Red Wedding. I'm saying like the focus, the lack of a focus on your future will be your downfall. And we have constant examples of how that is to be true. And that's what I think most people think when it comes to having their own place, is because I want to have sex whenever I want to, and I can't do that in my parents' house, so I'm going to get my own place, despite the fact that I'm not financially ready. I don't know about what it means to set money aside to make sure my bills are paid. I don't know what it means to make sure I have money set aside to make sure that in those just in case situations, I'm okay. Car note, I may have to take a random day off of work because I'm sick. It's a lack of, and to what Tim said, it's a parenting issue ultimately, but it's an individual issue on the second hand. You got to focus on what's important.
All right. Well, I want to go ahead and move on because I know we were talking about modern families. We also talk a lot about the men, but I ran across something that was interesting, and it was only interesting because of who was giving the message and what they actually said. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and we're gonna move a little bit into our manosphere, and we're gonna see what these feminist men talking about.
Love is God, God is a woman, and you want to know how I know the devil's a fucking man? Think about this. Every single man was created by a woman. Every man was brought into this world by a woman. No exceptions. Man's creator is a woman. And look how he treats her. Look how he treats her. In society, look how he treats her across the fucking board. Think about this. An entity, right, brings another entity into reality, into existence. And the thanks they get is being subjugated, oppressed, abused, trafficked. Like, what kind of fucking piece of shit entity does that to its creator? Anyway, love is God, God is a woman. I love y'all. Talk soon. The devil's a fucking man, bro.
Oh, shut the hell up. Y'all already can see how I feel about that. But my question is, I thought that we was making some headway, but is the patriarchy losing the culture war? Are y'all losing? You got your counterparts over here calling y'all the devil. What's up with that?
I don't care about what he say. He whack.
What make him whack? What's point that word? What's whack?
Well, number one, the child that's created, the DNA is already in my balls. The woman is the carrier of the child. The child is created in me. I walk around with millions of kids in me. That's number one. If we just gonna be scientific with it or factual with it. Number two, most people will tell you, I don't come from a home where I disrespect my mom. If he's saying my mom is my creator, my mom is my mom that carried me, but I don't disrespect her. I don't know. I ain't never heard nothing like this. It's different. He probably believed that men, I don't know.
Well, I agree, Jamal. It's different, but your balls would just be blue balls if it wasn't for a woman.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, he said the creator.
All I'm saying is it takes a woman to have a baby.
That takes a man. It takes a woman. It takes a man. It's just, I mean,
Yeah.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? That's that conversation. That's why it's like, for those that care to, get into that kerfuffle, that chasing the tail. Because again, what can a island of women do? How will they reproduce with no man? Island of men with no woman. It's the same dilemma.
I agree 100%. So why
engage in the conversation?
I thought that was weird. I wasn't impressed with that guy.
Yeah, I don't have nothing for that one. I just said I just said he weird for that one. Or what happened in his life to make him feel like that? Because I said, in my opinion, in most black homes anyway, the women run it. Men talk a little bit, but most of the stuff that go on in the household, we don't be saying nothing. We don't care.
And that's because, but it's not supposed to be like that. That's out of order.
Tell him, Miss Amberlin. Go ahead.
In my household, I don't really care.
The woman not supposed to run no household. What are we talking about?
What you mean? Running is the operations of the house.
Okay, well, say something else, because you was like, we don't be saying nothing.
Just like when you moved in with your husband, and me and you talked, and you said, "Yeah, I'm finna paint these walls," and I said, "What your husband say?" He ain't say nothing.
My husband gave me permission.
No, he wasn't finna say nothing anyway.
It doesn't matter. He gave me permission to move forward because I wouldn't move forward without it.
You cooking, Miss Amberlin.
You was finna get that house together like you said.
It don't matter what I had in my plan.
You knew your husband was gonna say, okay.
Had something else, if he had something else that he wanted to go, I would have carried out his plan.
Who had the plan? Who had the plan for the household?
Nobody didn't have it. Oh, he had the No. I got permission before this even came to fruition. I got permission. Mm-hmm. You can do whatever you want to do. It don't matter. Correct. But it was permission first. It don't matter. He said something.
Goni, you married. Now, I see you got your space at the house.
Barely, but yeah.
But look. In that household, what you say? What you say in the house when she saying something she finna do? What you say? That's why I'm saying I don't understand the disrespect. Tim, if your wife want to do something for the house, what you say?
She might ask me. Sometimes she done. But Amber, Amber, sometimes I'm thinking about you thinking, what else do you have to ask permission for? You got to raise your hand to go to the bathroom?
That
was a smart ass thing to say, but it's just
so I never asked permission for that. I asked permission out of respect for my husband. I don't just go and run off and do what I want to do. I ask for out of respect for him.
So if it's something that's important to you and he says, now, let's paint the walls black and not yellow or whatever. If it's something that's important to you and he disagrees, how does that get settled? Is he the final word?
So it is a conversation. It is a conversation. It is a compromising situation, but it's never going to be about no walls because materialistic things don't mean anything to me.
I get that.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's like I agree with both of y'all. Y'all kind of, I don't even know why y'all arguing.
I don't think we arguing. I think Tim just wants to have some smart ass.
I don't understand the debate, because it's both. I hear her, I hear Lee, because I'm with Lee. If she want to paint something, it's like go for it. You feel me? Now, here's the thing, Amberlin. I don't like animals. I don't like dogs at all. It's zero tolerance, and she want a dog. And we had this conversation before we got married. I will not live with a dog. So you're an adult. Get a dog if you want a dog. It's like a note for me to go is what I'm gonna see.
So how does that work out then? If you said it's like you're saying kind of two opposing things at the same time. You will not live with a goat, but I'm sorry, a dog. You will not live with a dog, Stop, Tim. I'm trying to focus. You would not live with a dog, but she can also get a dog if she wants the dog. So what happens with the dog, or what happens with you then?
He said that's a no for him to leave.
That's a goodbye letter. If a dog come in that house, it might as well come with.
She might as well write a 4-page letter.
It's not.
So, Stoney, I take it there's no dog in your house.
Absolutely not.
What about a cat?
No.
She can get a dog and keep it somewhere else.
Sure can.
He said he don't want to live with no dog.
Right. So you got to listen to the word.
You have to. It's the wordplay for me.
Better adopt a pet. But think about
and keep it at the shelter.
But think about it. Most men only have a few rules.
Boom.
That's just a couple. We ain't got a lot. We got a couple.
Boom.
If a man say this, he really mean it.
Now, this is where I differ from, I guess, some people. I agree when you say that men don't have a whole lot of rules and all that, but when I get into it, something serious and on a marriage level, is going to be a benevolent dictatorship. I will not ignore what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, what it is you want to happen in the house, especially since when it comes to aesthetics around the house, women care about that more than men, right? A man will have one pot, one pan, one bowl, one spoon, one fork.
You have
a couple towels.
I got 4.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, a couple pairs at most. We don't care about that. True. But I'm thinking about the episode of Martin when Tommy and Cole was like, yeah, man, she in your house. She coming at your manhood. I believe your before she moved in, your toilet paper was white. Now I think it's pink and lavender, and they did a snap figure 8. So at what point do you put your foot down and say, all right, this is enough? Are you going to let her run amok and change the whole house around? Is it going to be like when you come in, this is the 3/4 of the house is a woman cave and 1/4 of it is yours, even though you're paying for the absolute majority of things? It depends on the dynamic, of course. But it's going to be a benevolent dictatorship. If you're not, I'm not going to come home. I'm not going to come home and the walls are pink.
Your woman, but this is the thing though, your woman will have you in mind when she is decorating. So why would she make your whole house pink? But
that's the issue though. In a lot of cases, it doesn't apply to all women. You tell her she has free reign, then she takes that as like, I got free reign.
Well, my husband doesn't have any decor knowledge. Okay, so therefore, in order for me to be comfortable in a space that he grew up in, that is the reason why I ask questions, quote unquote, permission.
So even in piggybacking on that, it's only a couple things I have to have in my house. I gotta have big TVs.
I got a TV in every room.
A place for my books.
What kind of books?
And a king size bed. So
you're gonna need that.
Other than that, for real, like I don't really like.
I can get along with Jamal.
I don't really need too much. If it look nice, do it.
Go
and
for
it's
it,
gonna
baby.
look nice.
But
it's
gonna have. You pick all this. I'm gonna pick this little TV that's going in here. You know what I'm saying? Like my
Jamal.
I gotta get the 100-inch TV so it can go in my living room.
But this is the thing, right? That's what I'm saying. Like
that's it.
Ideas or things that you guys wouldn't even thought about, like a TV in the bathroom.
See, I can go with that all day.
I got a TV in my bathroom.
Nah,
I do. I have a small TV in my bathroom. I do on my wall.
See, and that's fine. Like I said, if my wife want a TV in the bathroom, go for it. But guess what? I'm not gonna watch it. I ain't gonna spend that much time in the bathroom. First of all, I don't spend that much time watching TV. Let
Well,
alone.
I think it's normally for the music. So we're a musical household, right? So
I mean, your phone and a Bluetooth speaker could do that. But again, if that's what makes you happy, go for it. That's how we go for it. TV in the bathroom. Hey, nice, sweet. I ain't turning it on.
You know,
me
I've
ask
been
you
married. You go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just
been married a long, double long time, and I got a wide ticket zone, so it's fine. What I can't take is, oh, here's the TV in the bathroom and it costs $5,000.
Nah.
Oh no.
It's like because it had to be special wired, this and that, So aesthetics, it don't bother me. You can paint the whole house pink. I don't give a heck.
How we start talking about this?
If you're gonna spend some serious money, I want to be involved.
What are we talking about right now?
So when you got off, what we was talking about was how he said that. I said in the I don't know people that disrespect their mom like that. So I didn't understand how the guy in the video said we're disrespecting our creators. And I was even talking about in the household. I was like, most women, whatever they want to design, however they want to design the household, we not saying much. They got full range of the household. And that's what we got. We didn't really get too deep in what he was saying because we don't agree with it. And we don't even know where he came from.
So you're saying y'all not the devil?
I'm just hearing.
No, we're not.
Absolutely not.
I couldn't call nobody on this panel the devil.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let me switch it around. Let me switch.
I'm just hearing a whole lot of happy wife, happy life right now.
Yeah.
It's happy spouse, happy life. Thank you.
There you go, Amberlyn. There you go.
You could say happy spouse, happy house. I say happy king, happy kingdom.
But Nikki doesn't mean the women are the devil either. We're all not devils.
Yeah, ain't nobody talking about
no,
this.
some people some devils now. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, some
That's
people,
fine.
whether
But
they
it's not
women
men,
or
it's not
men,
women.
they have devilish spirits. They have been controlled and possessed. I believe there are some people that are actually demon spawns, and I believe that some people are actually being used by the devil. So I believe some people, they just need to go away, and then some people can be delivered.
You got so far off.
Where they gonna go?
Right. So that's what because I'm gonna bring it back I'm trying to bring it back because we started talking about flowers and pink walls and TVs and stuff. So
I ain't heard nothing about no flowers.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
So,
okay, we talking about between these two clips. I guess what my next question would be: are we witnessing all this modern change, the modern ideologies? Is that the intentional destruction of the traditional family?
Changes like what?
Well, between the clips we watched, how we treating our kids, kicking them out the house at 18 unprepared, how this whole feminist movement, now you got men feminists, and you got men on her straight saying that women are gods and, y'all the devils. So my question is all of this modern feminism and modern family raising, or however you want to put it, the way they raising families, this new generation of parents and all of this, do you think this was intentionally designed?
I'm gonna jump in real quick because one thing I don't know that you heard, but none of us really thought that guy should be taken seriously. Like that doesn't represent anything.
But the thing is, whether y'all think he should be taken serious or not, it's people out there. That video got 1 million views. Well, so it's people out there that take that think like that.
Well, we viewed it. We thought he's full of.
But yeah.
You made us view it.
Intentional by who, Nikki? Intentional by who? When you say is that intentional?
What I mean by this, because I firmly believe that the way we move in society right now, the way a lot of people ideologies, the way we think, I think it was all manipulated. I think it was all constructed. I think we've been played like fiddles, marionettes.
By who?
By them.
Who's them? That's my question.
The people, Tim, don't start.
Rich white men?
You know what?
So,
look, beating up on white men.
Tim is really coming with some things.
It ain't just the white man. I'm talking about all of them, the powers that be. the word, and
Well, the
this ain't
powers
just
to be a
America.
rich
We
white
talking
man.
about you only got a handful of people that's making decisions for the world and how the culture's going and all of this. Then I'm pretty sure.
Can I offer a different perspective?
Sure.
We all, a lot of people like to say that there's puppet masters and white supremacy and all of these things, right? So, all right, just another perspective. How about we do know it's a fact that the billionaires, all the heavy money is a small percent. They call it the 1%, right? So imagine that the 1% is like back in the Roman days, they are the emperors, right? The emperors didn't care about the society for real. They cared about themselves and they let the society be the society. However foolish and silly or whatever, they just sit back and say, hey, look, we just can't be none of that because we are the kingdom. So when we talk about it, for those that are spiritual and believe in the kingdom, that's my perspective on it. It's like join the kingdom, the true king, join his kingdom, and I ain't really concerned with the folly because I mean it's just is what it is. The devil in his playground, and the biggest thing is for me to stay out of it, for me to keep my family out of it, those that are connected to me out of it. But I mean, for the rest, I think it'll be a disadvantage to my family to be out here in the streets like the lady that got took out by ICE because you out here trying to chase narratives and you trying to fix the world. Look at you. Look at you. But you trying to fix the world.
So
So I
I
got
get
work to
what you're
do.
saying.
I got
I
work to do
yeah.
here.
Let me jump
Right
in real
here.
quick.
But
I'm sorry.
hold
Nikki.
on for one, because I don't want to
Yeah.
lose my
Yeah,
thought,
okay.
Tim. Because and you did touch on Renee Good. So I gotta disagree because you still talking about the kings, the kingdoms, and I ain't even talking about the 1%. So I'm talking about above and beyond. We
The
talking about
king
people
and
with,
kingdom. I'm talking about the one and true king. I'm not talking
right. I
about
understand what you're
mythical.
saying, but
Yeah.
no, I know exactly what you're saying. But I'm saying even to distort that narrative, you have people teaching, and at least if you got the book, if you wrote the book, you control the narrative. If you control the language, you control the narrative.
Okay.
So when you got people changing words, changing languages, changing how we think, changing the history, all of these things. So yes, I feel like we are all victims of this, not just blacks. I believe all of it because that is the only way, especially in America where you got people that you have to convince, you have to propagandize, you have to put all this biased to one-sided information out. People got to figure it out. Also figure out how to live, knowing most people not going to do that. So I do believe but I do believe that's part of, like you said, the devil's playground. And I also believe that when you in the kingdom, you ain't really too much worried about that. But I do think it's an intentional destruction and breakdown of the family because I feel like they know if there's strong men in the household, if people paid attention, a lot of the shit that they do, they wouldn't be able to get away with. And that's why you got
All right.
the
Let me jump
media.
back in though. All right. Spaces, when Sconey was talking, didn't it sound like Game of Thrones? I mean, you guys got to watch that show. I mean, it's exactly the Game of Thrones, what he was talking about. But Nikki, I still don't. I think it is. There's a very small percentage of people that dictate the rules for all of us, and it's these, and they are white, and they are billionaires, and there's a handful of them.
They're not
They have
all
as much
white,
money.
man, because you
Yeah,
got
they are.
rich.
Tell
Well,
me.
you got no. When
Tell me
I'm
one
talking,
more
because the
time.
only reason I say that, the only reason I'm saying that is because it's always about money and power. But you got, when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about as a world, a global. You got rich African kings, you got rich Indians. So it's not all white people. All these
Okay.
people come together.
But let them finish their point.
I'll give you that, but all right. So I'll back off of that. But it is this very small percentage. But I don't think it's intentional. They're not doing it intentional. I think the world's changed in such a way with the internet, particularly, and with social media, and with all the crap that kids have now. It's just exploded in a way that nobody saw coming, and nobody quite knows how to handle. But the rich folks, and there might be some brown and black skins in there, but it's mainly a lot of billionaires its gates, and it's just a world dominated now because of economics by a handful of people, and I really mean a handful of people.
Right.
No, it's definitely a handful. We talking about, I mean, you still got what, the Rockefeller lineage going on, Bill Gates, like you say, all these people, the Elons, all these
Vanderbilts,
people.
the Walgreens, all that.
Like Elon is probably just the newest addition to this realm.
But Nikki,
but they don't even like him enough. So right now, he don't have no power. You can have money, but if you don't have no power and nobody respect you, that it don't mean a thing.
Well, so I'm not sure what you just said, but Elon has a ton of power because he's got SpaceLink.
He got power. No, he has power, but not power enough to where you got a bunch of world leaders that's just going to listen to his every beck and word.
Well,
I think they will. I think his relationships are transactional because he can provide some. Because you see how they turned on him in a dime. Ain't nobody turned on. You see how
he's got satellites all around the world that people have to depend on, and so he's got a lot of people right by the gonads. Anyway, but I don't think it's intentional. I think it's a world out of control because of the internet and because of social media that nobody planned on and nobody saw coming, and now here we have it, and people are starting to figure out in real time.
Do you think I don't think, and anybody can answer this too. I don't think we were ever as humans created and meant to have all this information. Like we weren't meant to know everything that was going on in the world. And it's creating a world.
The information is not even necessary. All of this
is creating a world full of mental illness.
I believe that we only funneled information. Every country still running their country a certain way. Just like when they talked about Instagram, just when they talked about what's the one where you do they had like the small videos?
Snapchat.
Who?
Snapchat.
No, it was the Vine. Something. Well, Snapchat. There's one before it.
But basically, in every country, they got certain rules. Like it's still certain country. The internet that we get in America is totally different from the internet they getting in China, from the internet they getting in Japan. Some things are the same, but it's a lot of stuff they not getting. Like that guy that did that rant ain't going in Saudi Arabia. It ain't being played nowhere in the Middle East. Because they knocking on his door, taking his head real quick. They don't have time for that. So
and to piggyback off Jamal, is like that's what I was saying. Like those guys are so wealthy, they women are covered up. Those men are so wealthy with their power that their children don't. I got people in my family that's Egyptian, and their kids don't even listen to music. None, zero. So they control the influence, and this is what I was talking about. If you care about your family, you control the influence. And so here's the thing: like I was mentioning, old girl that got herself handled by ICE.
Yeah,
it's like, ma'am, focus on your family. You're doing your family a disservice trying to change the world, just like a lot of pastors. They pastor in the church and they kids, that the PKs is running amok because you ain't focused on your family. You focused on this greater. I gotta take care of the greater amount of people. My family just gonna have to figure it out or fall. What? That's insane. Take care of yours. That's your duty. That's every man on this panel's duty to take care of his family. Everybody that's worried about the world, man, good luck to that. It's like, because that's like saying God don't exist. God gonna take care of the world. That's not your job. It's not my job to take care of the world. But it's the people that are arguing, yes, it is. We all have to, we have to do our part. I have to be a good person. I have to be a moral person. That's my contribution to the world. My biggest contribution is to my children.
To make sure you raise them to grow up outside to be with your kids.
Yeah.
So we won't be dealing with all this chaos. If everybody just focus on their kids,
that's so simple. That's just simple.
If everybody focused on their kids, raised them to be right, try to be right, then when they go out in society, everybody will be right. But I will argue it used to be like that.
Everybody's the criminal is Donald Trump. Everybody wakes up every day trying to figure out how to take him down. And it's like you can't even. You can barely pay your bills, but you're gonna take Trump down. Like, I don't understand
even in
the
my
logic of
thoughts.
that.
Now that was just a sermon right there, Scody.
I mean, it's just insane.
It's
I
not
don't
right
care
to
how
bring
much
all
you
that
hate
up.
it.
You
at the
can't
end of
pay
this.
your bills, but you gonna take Trump down.
It's not right to bring all that up at the end of this conversation because there's way too much to say about all that shit.
Tim's triggered.
I'm biting my tongue till it's bleeding. We don't have enough hours in this day for me to answer all that crap.
Look, hey Tim, me and you need to start a podcast.
But you know what? Well, okay.
He must have had a couple of shots before he got on.
The thing about what Sconey's saying. Now, as black people, we used to, when the police serious and they trying to work, we used to being told, hey, we trying to work. Get on. These people being warned. Hey, we not playing. Y'all gonna move now.
Now, Tim might not understand. It might go over Tim's head.
We don't play the law. We always know. The cops say move, you're supposed to move. I don't want no smoke.
Listen to the
no trouble.
ICE just got to St. Louis.
Listen to the police.
Nah, that's not what. That's why I said it went over your head. That's not what he's saying. He's not saying listen to the police.
ICE just got to St. Louis.
You ain't got to tell everybody that.
Man, ICE just got to St.
We know
Louis.
they got to St. Louis, but this is what I'm talking about.
It's all over St. Louis.
It don't matter because guess what we not doing? Because St. Louis, obviously, most of us was raised right. We ain't turn up shit. You got people that's mad. You got people that's down there that's gonna protest. You got people now, if they buy them whistles, that's gonna piss me off because that piss me off. I'd have seen that. They putting them damn flyers out. Now I don't give a fuck what you do, but don't bring them damn whistles down here. I don't want to hear that shit. But
I'm bringing mine. I'm bringing two.
You don't bring them over here.
So this is what I was trying to say, though. Listen to the interviews on the police captains from all the different suburbs, from Minneapolis, from St. Paul.
But you can't trust them. We can't trust them.
Can I finish my conversation?
I'm sorry.
They hate what ICE is doing. ICE is breaking all the rules about policing, and the police up there are overwhelmed because they get calls 24/7. They broke into my house. They done this. They done that. So now the regular police in St. Paul and in Minneapolis can't deal with anything because ICE has overrun them and are not playing by the rules of police.
Why are you not telling the truth?
So you might think that's fine, but it's not.
Hey, Tim,
no, because those police were told not to interfere. Those police were told by the mayor and the governor to stand down. Don't go breaking that stuff up. All them sanctuary cities police told them that. Also, my whole thing is to solve all that, like Tom Holman said. If you know you got somebody locked up for a heinous crime, some bull, just let us come get them from the jail. There's no reason for us to have to be in the neighborhood. It's just that simple.
That's what Jamal
but
was talking about.
the sanctuary city policies won't allow them to do that.
So
I would argue instead of going to tear stuff up, if we're talking about people that believe like I believe, you go down there and you try to change that. Now, I'm not finna be out there protesting whether I believe in it or not. You're not finna catch me out there with no sign, screaming, doing all. I'm just not finna do it because I got kids. I got things to do. I have a family to take care of. Going out there, you do it your way, I'm gonna do it mine, but you cannot obstruct police or law enforcement. Like you cannot act like these people act like they can do this and then cry, like they can throw rocks, do all this stuff, and then cry victim when they get pushed. Or cry victim when they get dragged to jail. Like that's not cool. You cannot do that.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm talking about Minnesota as a whole. Okay.
Well, you can't trust them cops because they all think the same. They did
They did
the same thing. They let that same thing happen with the George Floyd protests. They tore that city up and burned it down.
Let me tell you about the people of Minneapolis and St. Paul, or the people in Minnesota, period. The people in that area are very loving people.
Thank you.
Like they are.
Even the black Somalians?
They not looking loving right now.
The black Somalians got their own situation that they doing.
That's all with this for. It's a cover up. You notice they ain't been talking about that money.
But all I'm saying is, in St. Louis, this is a red line city. Blacks live over here, whites live over there. Minneapolis and St. Paul not like that. Everybody live in the community together.
Have you been to Minneapolis?
Have I ever been to Minneapolis? Yeah, I have. I bought a Jaguar from there.
A ton of times. I go up there once a month.
About 2 years, 3 years.
So it's true, Spaces. It's very divided. You don't know one block from the other.
I would think okay, first let me chime in on the original question because we're way off of subject at this point. I do think it was by design to break up the family. I do think it was by design because there's a whole lot more money in dividing the family than there is keeping it together. But I think this rabbit hole, I think the conversation of the Somalians in Minneapolis is a rabbit hole conversation. I do think that there is a whole lot of fraud and as it pertains to dealing with them. But I don't know if you guys watched Nick Shirley's video, but the guy David that he's hanging out with, that he's interviewing with and going around Minneapolis with, they had between 2 addresses, they had 36 businesses. So there's a whole lot of fraud. There's a whole lot of money in that situation. And I don't care how nice you are. If you're committing fraud, it's illegal and you need to be persecuted. If you are here illegally, you are here.
9.8 billion
of the people.
9.8 billion. That was that percentage of people. And the only reason that they got caught is because online they were burning American flags, and that guy seen it, and he wanted to do some research.
I'm sorry, Jamal, but Spaces. Here's the thing about the Somalis up there. Yeah, they create a lot of fraud. It was bad, but that was such a small portion of what was going on up there. And then Trump says all Somalis are trash. And there's policemen from Somalia. There's doctors. There's lawyers. There's, you can't paint a whole country with your trash. You just can't.
But I also think
he only said that because out of all their population, you got 70 to 80% of them that's collecting welfare and not bringing no income, and then they did the $8 billion worth of fraud, and they sending it back to their country to allegedly and maybe a terrorist organization. I mean, I'm just saying.
Look, see, you say he said all Somalians are trash. That's not what he said. That's what you said, Tim.
He said they're garbage. I'm sorry. He said they're garbage.
He said it's a trash country.
Those guys that committed their fraud are trash people.
And he said it's a trash country. You
he said it's a trash country. And y'all not gonna act like it ain't no trash country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and it is a shithole. Now I don't know about that one, but it's a lot of shithole countries. And that one ain't too good. Because if it was, they wouldn't be running here.
He painted all Somalis with that brush that they're trash. And he
called the country is trash. Y'all don't be listening to him. That's how I know y'all don't be listening.
They listen. They take that's what women do.
In this podcast to start this conversation. That's not right.
So,
scroll video at the beginning next, and let's talk about it, because it's not right to pull up that shit at the end of this conversation.
All right.
You say you want to talk about it next week? What'd you say? Hold on, let me hear Tim. I can't hear Tim. What'd you say?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, but
something happened. What?
Yeah,
we're all talking against each other. So put up.
That's why I was saying I can't hear. I said what I was trying to hear you. You had cut out. You said you want to talk about it when next week.
Well, it feels.
I know it shouldn't have came up now because we don't even have time to talk about this right now.
That's what he's saying.
Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say is put that video up at the beginning of our next conversation. Let's talk about it and have some time.
We can talk about it. I was thinking about talking about it, but I didn't really feel like arguing with you today. Plus, I did want to address this whole because we want.
Plus, you knew you'd be on the wrong side of the argument.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
and like I told y'all, and I'm always gonna tell y'all this. Y'all could literally send me stuff y'all want to talk about, especially you, Tim, and we will go over it. I don't have an issue with that. People in the chat, if you watch this,
all right,
send me videos. If you got topics, people send me stuff all the time. Now, a lot of times I cannot use them because y'all send me long videos, and I can't play a 3-4 minute video.
How short you need it to be?
I try to get them a minute or under, because last time I did a 2 minute when y'all clown me.
That was long. It felt like it took a day.
All right. So
Amber, she
work
might
on
have
some
some
good
interested in.
stuff, Tim.
Amber, you might know some pop culture we could talk about in the singing world. I don't know. I'm just saying, as long as it fits and we can tie back in, we good. But we are open speech to the chat. We'd like to thank y'all. I did want to show y'all something because I want to piggyback off of something that we did, and it's just gonna be a little 10-minute thing. I don't know if y'all seen it. We thought it was over.
I hope you didn't mean 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, it's 1:20. I just want to show y'all. We got to do a follow-up right quick.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, a follow-up.
You talking about with the Anton Daniels?
So,
are you getting ready to play a 10-minute clip?
No. Oh, is that what you thought I said? No.
It pretty much felt like that's what you said.
No, that's not what I said. No, I said we're going to stay on it. I just wanted this a little follow-up, which is some BS based off what we was talking about last week with the Corey and Anton joint. Corey came back and took it way below the belt. I'm going to pause it when he gets to a point that I don't want to overstep and do what he did, but I'll what he did.
Much agreed.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it ain't up. Shit, sorry.
You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter? That nigga got a picture. This motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened to you? It crashed. That's the broad. Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter. This man. No. Nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen.
Hold on. So, that was some BS. Which I think I tried to keep Miss Leslie out the predator, keep us safe as possible, but
yeah, you triggered.
Corey petty as hell. And I think that he is really but hurt about this. So do we still think, because you got a lot of people thinking that Corey still Mr. Tough Guy. I think he emotional right now.
I told y'all last week that nigga did some gay shit or somebody did some gay shit to him. And so that really triggered him, and he just don't know how to let it go.
Amberlyn, that's not true. So just like I'm real talk. I'm biased
because
on both
why
sides.
would you talk about that man's daughter though? Like,
because
why are you even carrying it on?
Was she a minor for one? That was my whole thing. Like, why would you bring a minor?
My thing is, why are you carrying it on? It should have been over. The first session, it should have been over. Either you was gonna fight the dude or you wasn't, but it still should have been over though. Like, why are you doing all of this emotional bitch shit?
Because it's still money to make off the views.
Nah, that's not
Not
why.
for bringing his daughter is.
That's not.
Now
why.
you finna get sued.
That video all across the world.
That was a let me get my lick back.
Yeah,
that's all it was. It's a let me get my lick back, because at the end of again, I'm from Chicago. I don't know Tory as well as I know Anton, but I know him enough that that whole thing was, if you break down the first video, he didn't want to fight because he didn't want to lose what he had. And if you listen to everything he said after the incident, after Anton left, he said, I wasn't gonna do nothing because I got too much court shit going on right now anyway. He also said he wasn't gonna break the screen. You gave every indication that you didn't want to fight, but you pump fake like you was gonna fight. Now, again, being from Chicago, being from the hood, man, listen. If somebody disrespect you, you either crashing out or you walking away. Ain't no in between. So that said again is, let me give you a door to leave out of. Anton one up them by saying we can go outside. To not go outside mean you don't want to fight. He never got on his feet. So you did a whole bunch of pump faking. Chicago people know what we was looking at. The rest of the world, whatever. He didn't want to fight. And that's okay to not want to fight. But at the same time, the whole thing that brought it all on, look at how Corey got deer in headlights when he said when Anton said it. When he initially said it, look at the video. It took him like 10 seconds to compute what he was, because I don't even know what to say. Then he goes into, hold on, bro, I don't suck no. No, I don't do. It's like you Anton had said 20 words after that already. So you had to go back to that. Cause he lost. He was in a mental battle of words with somebody a little bit more intelligent. And it just shows you got embarrassed. You got embarrassed by the nerd.
Scony, help me out.
Yeah, his CPU.
Help me out with
his
something.
CPU went out.
So we watched that last one last week, and I kind of got all that context. But I'm not sure what the big deal with what just happened with that video. Like,
so
the second video, like I'm a kindergartner, because I don't know what the problem was.
So I didn't want to show
video.
Well, yeah, what I just showed. I didn't want to show the whole thing because Corey, go ahead, Scony.
He basically he went low. He basically, did what he does. This is not new, but you did it to the wrong person, and this is one of them things. Anton basically embarrassed him. And now he came back to rebut, but he embarrassed himself, that was Anton's whole point when Anton walked out. It was like, my point has been proven. You're an idiot. And I'm gonna let you stew in your ignorance and go ahead and show the world how ignorant you are. And that's what he did when he walked out. Then on the second show, mind you, he didn't come with another video. He waited 7 days because he goes live every Tuesday. He came back 7 days later. You had all the time in the world to think about this, but see, this is the thing. You don't have a team. You run your show, in Anton's word, like a Neanderthal. You don't think. You overrun your crew. You talk over your co-host. You run it like a thug. And I don't even like using that word, but literally, that's the only word. Like you beat up your co-host. He done lost 2 co-hosts already. You're not a good friend. That's just, and everybody sees it. You know what I'm saying? So now you beefing with somebody more intelligent than you. You come back to, man, look at this woman. I could take her. Come see me. And that's it, man. If you watch him, his stand-up, that's part of his stand-up. That's the character he plays. But the bad part is you almost 60 years old and you still haven't grown up. You still acting like a kid.
So you're trying to figure out. So Tim trying to figure out the clip we just, because I didn't play it all. So basically, my point of playing that clip was to show that he came back, like Scony said, 7 whole days later, still talking about this, but now he done dragged the family. And normally an internet rule is your kids and family, that's off limits if you introduce it, like if you bring it up. But his daughter is also a minor. So you put her up online, you start talking all this mad stuff about her, I guess insinuating, that whatever.
That's what I need to know.
Yeah, he bullied a child.
You bullied a kid. And it's the thing. All the content creators that was on his side had to back it, like dial it back. Hey, yeah, this time, hey man, yeah, you messed up. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but you did it to yourself.
Anton gonna sue him, I think.
Absolutely.
Well, so Tim, basically, think of it this way. So imagine me, Scony, and I have a beef together, right? And we we have our back and forth, like it's going to come to blows or whatever the case. The next week, I come back and I expose the world to Sconey's kids and his wife, even though she's been on the internet before, but essentially bring the daughter into it. That's what Corey did this past Tuesday.
But was he bringing her into it like there's something wrong with her? I mean, she just looked like a kid.
Yes.
He was trying to roast her.
The commentary was he commented on her looks. He commented on his wife's looks.
Like they weren't good looking.
Yeah, and then insinuated like your wife don't want you. She can come get with me.
I got it. I missed that originally because she just looked like a kid. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like and that's how everyone's looking at it.
And that's how she's supposed to look. That's how she's supposed to look, like a kid.
Now here's the other thing.
Like she's like what does she do? Taekwondo, like this big medalist. She got like a bunch of medals that represented America. So this you never know what the fallout gonna be behind this.
Absolutely.
When it comes to her career, when it comes to her mental state. She got to go to school. She got to deal with the kids. All of that. People probably didn't even know who Anton was. Didn't know that was her daddy. How you know he wanted people to know that?
Now, Nikki. Now check this out. One thing Anton said was, nobody holds you accountable. Your co-hosts are afraid to hold you accountable. That was said. I agree with him when it was said. This is further proof because none of them, the guy behind the screen, Nail, Abe, what's her name, and Craig, nobody said that ain't cool. Nobody said no. Hey, fam, doubt it. Nobody said nothing. Craig,
did you see their face
little
when he
corny
pulled
joke
it up
about the daughter?
But you heard Craig's reaction when he found out that Corey had a picture of his daughter. He laughed like, "Oh man, he got a picture of his daughter."
Yeah, I know what you finna do.
Now he did say the only time he said something that was a little rebuttal because the Craig guy saw some of that and he told him, he was like, "Well, in LA, if somebody invites you to a fade, you're kind of supposed to take the fade." So he did. That was like the most that he gave him, but then he cleaned it up. Of course, he did all that, but
yeah,
because
nobody challenges him. Because if you do, man, the way he talked to Darlene on several episodes, if I had the time, I'll pull him up. I might even do that this week. Create a montage of all the F boy shit he does, like that he's done, that supports everything that Anton's on. Because I seen it. I watched the show regularly, just like I watched the Million in the Morning show regularly. So again, what happened was he did not study his opponent. Anton did, he didn't, and that's what happened.
He dealing with his he's undefeated and he dealing with his first loss and he don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, yes. This Tyson Douglas. This is Tyson Douglas.
He can't respect the person that beat him because he couldn't see defeat not from him. It's the one that beat me.
The one that we keep trying to call a lame, the nerd, the engineer.
The person that's losing is the person that got to reach below the belt. They got to hit below the belt.
Exactly. And now he's scrambling, trying to figure things out. You got 7 more days to figure it out. And again, it's just like, them 22,000. I don't think he's ever had more than 3,000 stream. People watching. But he had allegedly 22 to 25,000 people watching the stream.
Sure, that morning after it happened, normally it's like 2,000 or so on the Millionaire Morning Show. With Anton, it was almost 7,000 people in there watching.
Exactly. But Corey, everybody's looking to see what he's gonna do. Now, wait till next week. I'll be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't even stream next week.
But you also and I don't, because it's coming from Corey. This the same dude that went on live and called his daughter a bitch.
Oh yeah, he don't care. I'm not saying he cares.
This not even a big deal. This is Corey.
Absolutely.
Right. And that's what I think is Corey's fault in this equation.
Right. Like how you mad?
Because like you have the lane of comedy and you will win in the lane of comedy. If you're talking about jokes, if you're talking about trolling, you will win in that. Yep. But I have to be honest, you really don't know who you're dealing with.
Yep.
You really don't know who you're dealing with. And when it comes to a person that could potentially buy your studio and kick you out of it.
Wait a minute, while me and Amber was just talking about that, wasn't it me and you,
he
Amber?
don't own it. That's not his studio. He don't.
That's why me and Amber was just talking
and the
about that.
people
I
that
said,
own
if
it
I
would
was
never
Anton,
do it.
I'd go buy the rights to his show. I'd go buy the studio. Next thing you know, I'd be his landlord and he'd be. But Anton always say he don't want to
ain't gonna get that building, but he can buy it. Corey Holcomb's name probably ain't even copyright and trademark. Like it'll be that kind of stuff.
And that's what I mean, like some sort of behind the
Anton
scenes
always say
paperwork.
he ain't never vouching for nobody to lose their life or a way to feed their family. So
because if he gets
there's
sued, he
still
got to
ways
be able to
around
pay
that,
it.
though.
He got to be able to pay the lawsuit.
There's still ways around that.
Anything else on that or anything? I just want to kind of follow up on that. Sconey sent it, and I thought that was pretty wild.
Once again, I always say, we as men, we got to do better.
Absolutely. Include us, ourselves. Like
definitely me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch shit is not attractive. No. You can't take nobody woman like that.
This is the thing about that too, though. It's like Anton is he's at between the proverbial rock and a hard place, right? Because Corey went after his family, but Anton doesn't have the character to go after Corey's family.
He has no family to go after. Space,
but still, in general, like he could still comment on the fact that, like,
no, I'm saying if Anton had
wait, hold on, wait, hold on. So even if Corey, regardless of whatever Corey's family situation is, Anton could speak on it.
Yeah.
But that's below his character. So he won't speak on it. So Corey went to a realm that Anton isn't even willing to traverse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's messed up. That's like punching somebody in the face and running into a group of your homies.
That's wild. If that's the case, Anton better than me.
And that's what I'm saying. Even after this, Anton is still saying, I'm not going to go after his family. I'm not going to go after his girl. I'm not going to go after his kids. That I'm not with that. So you got to wonder what the ball is in Anton's court for response. He can choose to not respond.
What you wondering about? You must didn't watch the show this morning.
Listen.
The way he was talking and the way that he was, for me,
he
setting everything up.
He spoke to attorneys.
Yep. Like, well, that was this morning, wasn't it? Or yesterday. When he was saying, right after it happened, when he was saying, my only concern is worrying about the mental space of my daughter, how she doing, had to put her out of school. It was like he was
yesterday.
Yeah, he was setting it up. And then I was like, oh, I see what's happening right now.
I personally don't want to say too much, but generally speaking, you just don't go after the wife and kids.
No,
you just don't go after. You don't go after anybody that is in the situation. You don't go after anybody that is not involved in the situation that is completely separate from it. Right. One of the things I think about in this is the show The Wire, and in The Wire, they had a code. You don't mess with women. You don't mess with kids. And you don't do nothing on Sundays. And the Wire, one of the reasons why people revere that show so much is because that's how it reflected real life.
Right.
They had a code in the streets.
You and I watch the same shit.
But you watch The Wire too. You know what Anton?
I know The Wire. I know it backwards and forwards, and he's right. They messed up a lot of stuff, but they didn't. They had a code.
You know why I think Corey said something though? I'll never forget when Anton got on and he said, everything I predicted would happen, happened. When he said, I got everything I wanted from the internet.
You wasn't predicting this.
This ain't nothing, though.
Nah, I'm saying that's what Corey said with his new rebuttal. He like, I bet you wasn't predicting this.
That's weak. And I mean, you saw that. I mean, it didn't go over well. Like his audience is like.
Like he said, literally, how do you know that I didn't provoke you? Because I studied my opponent.
And he's still angry. You see how he was talking?
Who said that?
That's what
Anton
Anton had told Corey on the first interview.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at the interview, when he was like, I knew what you do. He said something. He said, how you know? No, he said, maybe you didn't know what you were getting yourself, because Corey said, you ain't know what you was getting yourself into.
So this the funny part that most people had is when they was, if you go back and look at the video, when it was kind of calm before the storm, when Anton and they was basically talking about Mika in her face, because Corey was saying, man, most men introduce a woman to me, they gotta explain the broad. Plus, if it's a broad in my presence, she gon' best believe she done put in her work or whatever the have he mentioned that silly shit. But nonetheless, he was talking about Mika. And he was trying to be subliminal. Anton caught it and lured him in like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe, and again, it was a mental chess match. And it's just like, Anton, man, dude just lost, bro. Like, he really lost.
Anton literally told him that I place like I don't know what's going on when I actually know what's going on.
Right, and he did. He knew what was going on. I know you trying to play Mika. The thing is, for people that watch him all the time, he throws out the insinuations that he's a cheater and he doesn't cheat, and he also throws out the flirtatious stuff with women and I just love you so pretty and maybe I'm gonna fly you out, all that stuff. And if you don't follow him, you just pick up, because it's like knowing him for this many years now. It's just like when I listen to these other content creators and they talking, and it's like a dude today was just like, oh, you're a cheater. And I'm like, did y'all not, he just made a video maybe 6 months ago saying, I'm gonna bait a bunch of these content creators in to defamation suits. I'm gonna let them put out video after video after video after video saying shit about me that's not true. And then I'm gonna just send the lawyers and be like, now y'all gotta prove it. And I'm gonna take their channels and they gonna owe me. And they gonna have to, you remember that video? Like, again, you didn't study your opponent. So if you didn't study your opponent, this is how you fell into the trap. Like, and like he's saying, I don't think Anton was going that far. You just, hey, bonus.
Let me clarify specifically why I think, and I'm speaking specifically to the guys, how this is some B-word antics, what Corey did, right? From the beginning, Corey, this one thing for him to go at Anton, but the first one of the things he did in the first interaction, he went after Mika, right? He brought Mika into it. Check this out. Now he's brought Anton's wife into it, and now he's brought a 17-year-old daughter into it. 3 females that he's brought into this situation. That is some B-word stuff, bro. That's some B-word stuff.
I don't disagree. I just understand why it happened.
Well, Corey, like you said, he probably wanted to keep it going if it died down, because Anton already got all his rebuttals clear, because Anton streamed every day, all night, hop on panels, and he did extra streams over the weekend and was talking about it and was telling everybody, get your content, get your clips, blah, 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 because after this weekend, I'm done with it. And then here come Corey on Tuesday.
Like, did you go below the belt, bro? Like, if you would have made the first 45 minutes of that episode, 50 minutes of the one he just released Tuesday was about Anton. If you that whole time you was roasting Anton, cool. You you brought the wife and daughter into it, bro. That's some F-boy stuff right there, bro. You don't do that.
Now, I will say him trying to play that old video, because I actually reacted. So I actually did a live a while back on some chick that was trying to go after Anton and talking about when he did that interview with Mika. I actually did a live on it. It did a little bit. And she played this same old clip. And Anton actually the one that was interviewing Rita. So that video that he played actually still made Anton look better, because in the video he trying to troll, but Rita was saying, well, he has a dark side.
Anton recorded that.
They was like, he got a different personality. And she said, yeah, I think he's capable of killing somebody. Like
Right.
she said it on the thing. And so you playing it though, like she under distress or something. But she literally, you still making Anton point. That even made it when Anton said, let's go outside. Was that one of the personalities?
No, that ain't no personality. He meant.
No, I'm just saying what Corey was trying to do with the video about Rita, that old video that Anton interviewed her, and that's what she was saying in it about how, you know, you got to be a certain type of woman to be with Anton. He had a lot of different personalities. Yes, sometimes you get angry. Yes, I think he capable of, you know, trunking somebody. But, you know, that's that. I just want to touch on that. Hopefully this is the last time we talking about it.
For sure. Till I got Corey Holcomb tickets for next month. So I'll tell y'all about it.
Before Tuesday, I was cool with going to see Corey.
I already had the tickets.
But now it's like,
you can,
because I had already seen him twice.
You could sell them.
But
nah, I got front row tickets, so no, I'm going.
No, yeah, I mean you already bought them, you know.
No, we go.
Yeah, go. Tell me that feeling that you feel. Tell me if you still feel regular or if you feel a little disdain coming from the stage.
You know he's gonna bring it up, right?
That'll be. Listen, I'm gonna stop talking. We still live. I'll talk to y'all in the backstage.
Right.
So Nikki, you're getting ready to end up. I want to say one quick thing because Jamal said something earlier. He said, as men, we got to do better. And I agree as a whole, but I'm looking at 3 other men and myself doing the best we can. And I just want to compliment you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm taking that
bro.
one.
Sure.
I think y'all are really good.
Because listen,
all 4 of you guys.
It's gonna be 0 degrees out here with a negative 13 degree wind chill, and I work outside.
You getting that too?
I work outside.
So
man,
hey, spaces I do too, brother. And on top of working outside, I work in water.
So, in ice is what you meant.
Never mind. I asked you that later. All right. Anybody else? Anything? Your farewells?
I just wanted to know, did y'all know that man name is Jamel?
I don't think so.
Why am I calling him Jamal?
Well, I'm used to Tim calling him Jamal, but I was a little outdone when Tony called him Jamal.
That man.
When Tony said Jamal, I was like,
to it. I don't even think about it.
That's how white men says Jamal.
And the only reason I'm saying anything is because every time they say Jamal, I be wondering who
they talking to.
Well, most white people say Jamel or Jamal. They always say that, but when Sconey said it, I was like, "What?"
He was probably following my lead because I don't know.
I know. I was.
But I just want y'all to know that man name is Jamel.
Hey,
Mr. Lee.
And y'all keep throwing me off because I'm like, who in the hell is Jamal?
Yeah, funny.
He in the
I'm
chat.
sorry, Jamal.
All right.
Damn, you know you good, man.
I'm not good anymore. I told you.
I just have to bring the laughter because y'all just be so damn serious, and I just.
Hey, it's
girl, this world is
That's
serious, and there's some serious stuff going on.
I
and we are
appreciate
trying to find common sense in a not so common world. So with that being said,
common sense.
We'd like to thank everybody for hanging out with us. What's up? Go follow Spaces at No Key Podcast. Sundays, your favorite after church podcast. Come on at 2:00. See, I got you. I know. Come see Tim right here on Just a Brown Girl in America on our Thursday night live. Amberlyn, y'all come see Tim, support Tim.
Yeah.
Tim the man. And whoever that was talking stuff to us in the comments, come on up here, have a conversation with us, and we can have us a good time.
What they say we was dimwits?
Yeah, nimwits.
I wasn't on that video.
Actually,
I'm not coming up unless you guys are singing.
Huh?
Will you sing a little bit on the podcast? Maybe.
Amber will.
No, Amberlyn will not.
All right. Well,
I don't know. Maybe
I love the conversation, but I can have the conversation from home.
You are
I'm joking. I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'm like, you are.
You know you will.
All
Did you
right.
see how we looked at you?
And anybody, if you're in the St. Louis area, we will be doing this same panel and some will be live. It'll be a live show. We'll have an audience. If you in the St. Louis area, you want to come on down, let's have a good time. That will be February 22nd. Details to come. You just save that date.
It's only
With
2
that
hours
being
from
said-
Chicago.
Y'all better not
Yep.
hand on enemies.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it is 2 hours.
I'm joking, Spaces. It's a good
Yeah.
5 hours.
Yeah, it is about 5 hours. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm just another brown girl in America. Good day. Bye.
Uh-oh.
All right, y'all.